So what exactly is the P word? It's something every kid is seeing way earlier than we want to admit. And yet, no one talks about it. When I say the P word, I'm talking about corn. So the algorithm doesn't like when I say the actual word. So I'll be using this instead. But you know what I mean. And chances are, your kid has already seen it, even if it was by accident. And trust me, it is not out here giving helpful advice. It's giving, this is what schmecks. Oh yeah. It doesn't like this word either. Should look like. Through a lens of fantasy, clickbait, and zero context. So while you're staying silent by trying to protect them, corn becomes the teacher. Unfiltered and uninvited. But here's the thing. Most parents don't realize how loud their silence can be. So today, we're flipping the script. Because one real conversation with you can be more powerful than 100 search results. Let me break it down. When parents avoid talking about corn and schmecks, kids don't just stop being curious. And guess what's always available? Unfiltered and literally designed to grab their attention. Yep, it's corn. When that becomes their schmeck's ed, your kid might walk away thinking consent is optional, everyone's body should look like that, and schmecks, it's a performance, not a connection. That's not just awkward, it's dangerous. Silence does not protect your kid. It leaves them wide open to misinformation, shame, and expectations that no one can live up to. So yeah, your silence, it's not neutral. It's a message. So let's change that. Let's talk about why the silence happens. Because listen, I get it. These conversations are uncomfortable, but if we're gonna break that cycle, we need to call out a few myths. Myth number 1, if I talk about corn, they'll wanna watch it. Classic, but wrong. Talking about corn doesn't make kids curious. It makes them critical. You're not handing them a permission slip. You're handing them a flashlight to navigate the dark corners of the internet. Big difference. The reality? Education empowers young people with critical thinking, helping them spot unrealistic portrayals in corn. Teens who have these conversations are more likely to question the content, understand its purpose, and recognize how it differs from real-life schmecks and relationships. Myth number 2, they're too young. Okay, but the internet isn't waiting until they're old enough. A 2022 report by Common Sense Media revealed the average age of exposure to corn is 12 years old. People think talking about corn will destroy their innocence, but the truth is, they're already seeing it. Early conversations could lead to healthier attitudes about schmecks and relationships, higher self-esteem, and the confidence to ask questions. So let's be clear, talking about corn isn't corrupting them. Avoiding the conversation, that's the risky move. Because when we stay silent, we're not protecting them. We're just handing over the mic to corn and hoping for the best. And I don't know about you, but I have seen enough of the internet to know that that is not a solid plan. Here's the part that most parents don't realize. If you're not talking about it, trust me, someone or something is. This is what we're up against, but that's where you come in. I'm not saying you have to have all the answers. No one does. But just by opening the door for these conversations, you're giving your kid the space to ask questions they need answered. Pause your screen. These are the real questions that teens have, and they need someone they trust to answer them. Not an algorithm, not adult content. You. One conversation can shift everything. So let's make sure we're the ones giving them the truth and not the internet. So now you're sitting there thinking, okay, I get it. I need to talk to my kid. But where do I start? Don't worry, I got you. Here's the Corn Talk Starter Pack for having real, doable conversations. First, ask what they know. Try this. Hey, have you ever come across something online that made you feel weird or confused? That's it. You're opening a door, not delivering a monologue. Start by taking a temperature check. It shows you where they're at. It also helps connect the dots, and it gives them the mic first. This isn't just about gathering information. It's about building confidence. You're not just talking to them, you're talking with them. That's where trust starts. Acknowledge it's complicated. You can say, I know this stuff is everywhere. It's okay to be curious, and it's also okay to have questions. This is your moment to normalize the curiosity. Let them know that questions are welcome, and they're not going to get in trouble for asking. When you acknowledge how confusing or awkward it can be, it helps take the pressure off of both of you. That's how you become the askable adult. By validating their feelings and thanking them for asking, you're showing up as a safe space, without shame and without judgment. That's what keeps the door open for more conversations. Affirm your values. This isn't about telling them not to be curious. It's about saying, in this family, we care about honesty, respect, and consent, period. Think of this as your North Star. You're not shutting the conversation down. You're guiding it. That is leadership, not a lecture. You're not trying to control the journey, just light the path. They don't need perfection. They need presence. Start the conversation, keep it short, and come back to it again later. I'm giving you 3 tools today because that's all you need to get started. And if you want more, check out the rest of my videos. Each one's got the tools for whatever stage your kid's at. So go ahead, dive into the series. I've got you covered. So what happens if you don't talk to your kid about the P word? Then Corn does the teaching. And we both know it's not exactly qualified, but you are. You've got the love, the values, and now the beginner's toolkit. You don't need a script. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to show up. And if you made it this far, you're officially not afraid of the P word anymore. That makes you part of the solution. If this gave you the little push you needed, hit like, subscribe, and send this to another parent who's also trying to figure this out. And drop a comment. What's the hardest part about starting this conversation? And no shame if you're like, literally everything. Let's talk about this right here, right now. You got this.